Hi and welcome to another completely unscripted, unrehearsed and possibly unprofessional video from Swanley Computers Ltd, but it is just aimed at our customer base and we get asked an awful lot of questions, and these videos hopefully will help you find your way through some of these questions that you have. So today we're going to look at Distant Desktop. Distant Desktop is a program that we use so we can control your computer from afar. Once upon a time, for example, we might have to go out to someone's house to help them install a printer driver or fix a problem with their computer. But today we can do that by logging into your computer, and for that we generally use a program called Distant Desktop. However, I was doing this with a customer today and he was having trouble finding the download. Now we have to some extent dealt with that with downloading software and installing a printer driver on a previous video, but this one is pertinent to Distant Desktop itself. So we're going to open up Google, and up here I've already typed in www.distantdesktop.com. It's so much better to type it into this is known as the address bar up here, than it is in the search bar that generally appears around here on your Google. We should be dealing with that on another occasion. So we go to Distant Desktop and we click on free download. It looks the same in the other browsers, but I am going to run through that just in case you use Opera, Firefox, Microsoft Edge, or my current favourite, which is Brave. So you click on free download. It then gives you an option for Windows or Mac. So since we're all Windows based, we make sure that Windows is kind of highlighted, and we choose download now. Now this, you can get this message up, this unverified download. This is a feature of some versions of Google and also some versions of Windows that are checking the downloads to see if they're safe. So you just simply click on download unverified file. Now if you don't get that message, one of the problems people have is they say, well, I've clicked on download as nothing has happened. But it actually has, because you probably haven't noticed in the top right hand corner there's this little down arrow which you can click on, and there is Distant Desktop. You can see also downloaded it 14 minutes ago. So you can click on Distant Desktop, say yes. You have to wait 10 or 15 seconds and then it comes up with your ID and a password, and you give us that ID and that password. We open Distant Desktop in our computer and then we can log in. You can see what we're doing and we can spend 10 or 15 minutes helping you overcome various problems. Now sometimes what can happen, I'm just going to shut that down. The other thing I should mention is that this information about the password changes every time. So once we log out or you log out, that password will change. So we'll just remember CW1 there for a second. Sometimes what can happen is when you click on the download up here, nothing appears to happen. But on the bottom of the screen you'll have a flashing box, and you need to look for that if something doesn't appear to happen. So once you open the Distant Desktop, if nothing appears to happen after you click yes, there will be a flashing icon down here and you need to click on that. And now we've opened Distant Desktop for a second time. The first time we closed it, you'll notice that the password has changed. And that's it. You can watch us do our bits and pieces. Job done. So now we can look at the same thing with Opera. We're already at the Distant Desktop page. Same sort of thing. Free download. Click on download now. This one rather helpfully puts it in a folder straight away called this PC and downloads, so you can save it. You can see the number of times I've already downloaded it today. So click on save. Again, it goes to the top right hand corner. There's not much point us opening it again, but you just open it. I will do it on this one just out of interest, so we can click on download complete. I can say yes, and then after a few moments Distant Desktop appears. There's its little icon there, and you can see its icon actually on the taskbar. Yet again the password is different, so I'm going to close that down. I'm now going to show you the same thing in Firefox. You can either click on free download at the top or free download here. So again we go to free download, we download now. Yet again, top right hand corner is where it's downloading. So that's what you look for, that little icon there, and it will show you the downloads. We'll do the same with Microsoft Edge, free download. Download now. Again, top right hand corner is where it's downloading it, and you can open it from there. Proof of the pudding is to double click it. Oh, it's already running on the computer obviously, so I've just done it. So I didn't close it from the last time, so I can say yes. And again, we've got a different password. So each time you do it, the passwords are different, so we and no one else can log in unless you give us that password so that we know what's happening. Finally, I'm just going to open the same thing in my favorite browser at the moment, which is Brave. Download now, and it goes back to the downloads. And again, top right hand corner, that's where it's all happening. Now it could be, of course, that you've got your browsers closed, so I shall close the browsers, close all the windows down. So you might be here and you think, gosh, I don't know where that is, how am I going to find Distant Desktop? Well, you just go to the File Explorer or File Manager, depending on how you like to call it. Click on your downloads and it will be there. If you've downloaded it more than once, you get this little 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 afterwards, after the name rather. So just double click it, Distant Desktop. It wants to make a change and it will open up. Again, the important thing to remember is on the bottom of the bar here, quite often, if it hasn't opened up, the icon will be flashing. So you need to click on that in order for it to open up. And yet again, we got a different password. So that's it. That's how to download and install Distant Desktop. Don't forget that we can only log into your computer if you are connected to the internet. We do, oddly enough, get people to phone up and say, can we log into their computer, because they can't get onto the internet, not realizing, of course, that we need the net so that we can log in. Simple and easy and understandable mistake to make, really. One place where Distant Desktop does come in useful is where people are having problems accessing or sending emails. We can log in and quite often after 10 or 15 minutes put that right for you. So that's the end of today's video. I hope you found it useful. As we say, these videos are completely unscripted, pretty much unrehearsed, and who knows, maybe they are unprofessional, but they are designed simply for our particular customer base. Hope you've enjoyed this one. If you have any ideas for future videos, there is something at the end of this video which will tell you how to send us an email. Well, thanks for watching. See you again soon. Bye.